Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Amazon Insights. Is now the time to buy Amazon? The recent uptick in Amazon shares is a welcome surprise for investors who have been watching this behemoth's fortunes closely. A 2.7% jump in afternoon trading after a strong labor market report reveals some encouraging signs about the company's resilience. But does it mean now is the time to buy in? Let's take a closer look. The Bureau of Labor Statistics just released its report on non-farm payrolls for May 2025, and what we're seeing is a resilient labor market. With 139,000 new jobs added to the economy, that's significantly above expectations of 125,000. This is great news not just for workers, but also for consumer spending, which is a key driver of economic growth. When consumers have jobs and are feeling confident about their financial futures, they're more likely to spend. And when they do, it can boost the economy in a big way. So, if we take this labor market report at face value, it does suggest that some of the recession fears that gripped markets earlier might be easing. Now, Amazon's shares have always been volatile, and today's jump is no exception. But what's interesting here is that despite this recent move, the broader market still views Amazon as a bit of a wild card. In other words, while the news about the labor market report was positive, it doesn't necessarily change our fundamental view of the company. Amazon has been down 3% so far this year, which means its share price is actually trading at nearly 12% below where it was back in February. That's a big drop, and investors who bought in 5 years ago would now be looking at an investment worth almost $1,700. That's more than double their initial outlay. So, what's driving this under-the-radar growth stock? The answer is AI. Amazon is one of the companies most heavily invested in artificial intelligence research, development, and deployment. And while we can't make any definitive claims about whether or not it will pay off for shareholders, AI has been a megatrend that looks set to drive growth across many industries. If you're looking for a profitable growth stock with ties to this powerful trend, then there are several companies that might be worth considering, including some of the biggest names like Microsoft and Alphabet. But if you'd rather stick with Amazon, now might not be the worst time to take another look. After all, as we said earlier, today's jump in shares is a welcome relief for investors who have been watching this stock closely. And while it's impossible to predict exactly when or why Amazon will reach its next high, let alone if it'll do so anytime soon, one thing's for sure. The company remains a force to be reckoned with. In fact, StockStory has identified several other companies that could benefit from the rise of AI in the years ahead. If you're curious about these stocks and how they fit into the bigger picture, then now might be the time to take a closer look, free, courtesy of this link.